Okay, so I apparently missed some amazing matchups today with college football. This is what I get for sleeping until 6:30 at night. Yeah, my fault. I stayed awake until after 8 o'clock this morning, but I didn't think I was going to sleep for over 10 and a half hours. So, WTF. Like, college football is life right now. And completely forgot that Kentucky was playing Florida this week, and major upset alert. Kentucky won. So, yes, this Florida State fan is super happy. Thank you, Kentucky. Um, like, I miss being at my sports book right now because my boss just told me it is insane. Like, I'm texting her right now. Like, I miss it. I'm going to start crazy at home. I love being able to stream with you guys and talk with everybody, but I miss the feel of being with the sports crowd and, watching the excitement of, the different matchups on Saturday, Sunday, every game in between. And it's just, I miss it. I never thought I'd say I can't wait to go back to work. So, yeah. I was looking through a lot of the scores. Like, holy crap. I am not surprised that IU is losing right now. Sorry, but it's kind of no surprise. Purdue lost. But Cincinnati beat Notre Dame. Like, what? Cincinnati, you got a good team. That's what's up. Like, top 10 in the rankings coming into this week, and you beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame is one of the tougher teams because, over the course of the last couple of years, they have been one of the 4 teams that has been in the college football playoffs. It's either Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Those are usually your 4 teams that you're going to see in the college football playoffs at the end of the year. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Clemson, Alabama, some combination of those 4. So Notre Dame is a top tier team. So good on, the Cincinnati Bearcats for getting that win. I mean, that's huge. And it's definitely going to have a huge impact for them, going into, the rankings for next week. I definitely see them knocking Notre Dame down in the rankings, it's crazy. Florida, I don't think Florida is ranked, or maybe they are. If Kentucky is not ranked this week, they definitely should be ranked after beating Florida, because I do believe Florida is in the college football rankings. I don't know. I have to look at that. So, Let's see. Where's my ESPN? Ooh. Texas just barely fought off TCU. Ooh, no surprise that UNC beat the crap out of Duke. LSU currently has a 10-point lead over Auburn. I'm going to have to put that game on because go Tigers! And, I mean, you know, the Death Valley Tigers. I grew up in Louisiana, so sorry to any of my friends and family that enjoy Auburn football, but gotta rep that purple and gold. So, yeah, I mean, LSU's looking good. I guess Auburn's trying to at least get, or they were trying to get into field goal range. And they might have actually gotten there and gotten at least the first down that they needed in order to, get closer. Or let's see what's going on. Come on, show me. The game is currently on ESPN, and it looks like LSU has the ball back. So LSU got a good stop. Georgia with a big old win over Arkansas. That's definitely going to drop Arkansas down in the rankings for next week. I mean, that was a top 10 matchup. Number 2 Georgia against number 8 Arkansas. And Arkansas has been very, very surprising this year because over the last couple of years, Arkansas has not been very good. They tend to get blown out like this. I mean, they didn't even score. So that's the kind of score that I'm used to seeing, as far as Arkansas games go. Let's see. Nebraska showed up to play against Northwestern for sure. Vandy and UConn. That is turning out to be a good game. It's a 1-point game right now. 17-16. With still plenty of football to play. 2.5 to go in the third with the whole fourth quarter to play. Boston College. Clemson's only ranked 25th? Sorry. That's hilarious. That's not surprising. Michigan State putting up that kind of a whooping on Western Kentucky. I mean, again, IU still losing to Penn State, 14-0. Still plenty of football to play. IU could pull it out. They could pull it out. Maybe. I don't know. Penn State has the ball right now. And of course, Penn State is ranked number 4th in the country. Penn State has a good football team. IU, they've been flippy-floppy. I was hoping for a better matchup with this one. I was hoping the game would be at least a little bit closer than, 14-0 in the third quarter. Mississippi State and Texas A&M. That's looking to be an upset game. Mississippi State has the ball just under 3 minutes. 24-22, 4th and 4 at the Mississippi State 48. If you have the SEC network and you can watch it, turn that game on. That is looking to be an upset if Mississippi State can hold on and beat number 15 Texas A&M, because that'll definitely be a hurt for Texas A&M, considering that, what Mississippi State, they are good, and Mississippi State is unranked. So anytime a ranked team loses to an unranked team, that's going to hurt them come the following week's rankings. So let's see, what other matchups did we have today? I did not know Tennessee was capable of putting up those kind of points. But apparently they can. 62-24 over Missouri. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that there was some controversy based on what I saw on, I think it was Twitter, with the Louisville Wake Forest game. So definitely going to have to look into that one. Let's see. Oh, there's plenty of time left in this first half of football between LSU and Auburn. Uh-oh. Something happened in the IU game. Oh, they converted fourth down, and that's a touchdown. 21-0. Penn State over IU. Yikes. Well, based on the recap here, it turned out to be a pretty good game between Louisville and Wake Forest. Wake Forest seemed to dominate a majority of the game. Just looking at it. But Louisville tried to play comeback kid and almost did it. 37-34 was the final score out of that game. Yeah, I feel like with Coastal Carolina being a 5-0 team, they should be ranked higher than 16th. But let's see. Ohio State v. Rutgers. Kind of saw that coming. I mean, in blowout fashion. 52-13. Almost a 40-point game. Oklahoma beat Kansas State. I mean, Kansas State, not that bad of a team, really. I think they're normally ranked. So not sure entirely why they're not ranked this year yet. So let's see. Last two games of the night, Arizona State, UCLA. That should be a good one. We got UCLA as a 3-point favorite. And New Mexico State and San Jose State. That game, it's going to be snooze fest. They've got San Jose State as a 25.5-point favorite. Then Fresno State and Hawaii. I mean, that could be a good one. I mean, Fresno State going into Hawaii as a 10.5-point favorite. That could go either way, honestly. Maybe. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that Miami is now a 2-3 team because they lost to Virginia on Thursday. That made me so happy. Let's see. Florida State got their first win of the season. I was surprised by that. Was not expecting it. I mean, okay, they played Syracuse, but also Syracuse has been playing better ball than Florida State. Let's see. Comparison-wise, our QB was better-ish. I mean, theirs threw 13 for 23, 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, whereas Florida State quarterback, 22 of 32 for 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So, while Syracuse quarterback had more passing yards, I feel like they were about even. Yeah, I mean, okay. Looked like it was a pretty evenly matched game except for the first quarter because Florida State managed to score a field goal, and that was it. That was the only point of the game in the first quarter. I'm not sure if I should be baffled or surprised by that, but I'm a little we'll go with perplexed because that seems like an accurate depiction of how I'm feeling about this game. But again, I didn't wake up until 6:30 this evening, so I've only been awake just shy of 4 hours. I'm still mad at myself for sleeping that long, knowing that I missed so many games. Ooh. Dude, please. LSU. Final timeout with 8 minutes to go on 4th and 1 inside the 10-yard line. What the hell is going on? Why would you already use all 3 timeouts when you still have 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go before halftime? Especially when Auburn still has all 3 of their timeouts. That to me just makes no sense. That's bad clock management. Let's see, any other good games that I missed? What's going on right now? Let's see what's going on with that Mississippi State game. 26-22, less than a minute and a half in the fourth. Mississippi State got the ball again. And it looks like instead of going for the touchdown, LSU is going to have to settle for a field goal because they just got a 5-yard penalty, pushing it back to a 4th and 6. Good job, Tigers. Okay, I'm like invested in this Mississippi State game because Oklahoma State is beating Baylor. That's kind of surprising, but not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that matchup. I mean, obviously, both teams, can play fairly well when they want to, but I think they're both ranked below 15. Less than 2 minutes, Baylor's got the ball. Oh, they're both 4-0. And Baylor's across the 50. And they're down by 10. 10 points can easily be made up in a minute and a half if you play it right. Oh, hey, where'd the Mississippi State game go? Did that game go final already? Where'd it go? Yep. Mississippi State beat number 15 Texas A&M. That's funny. Sorry, as a Florida State fan, I still sometimes enjoy watching Jimbo Fisher lose because, well, I'm a Celtic bitch. So it's kind of funny. Okay, I need to get ESPN opened up on the computer and see what's going on here. And sometimes that's better than just looking at the phone because then everything's bigger on the computer screen. Looks like Boston College is trying to hang on against Clemson. Still plenty of time left in that game. Over 10.5 to go, and they're down by a field goal. So, I mean, I gotta jump over to the NFL. Looks like Gronkowski has fractured ribs and could miss a number of weeks. That's not good. I mean, like, he definitely should sit out, considering I mean, me and my friend Alex and her dad, everybody, we've talked about this on their stream. Check them out. It's in the blood. I will link that at the end of my stream. They will be on Monday and Thursdays. I pop on whenever for mine. I don't have a set schedule. But Brady set Gronk up for failure on that one. That is 100% on Brady as to why he's now missing a key part of his offensive weapons going into New England. That definitely could change, the offensive scheme or whatever their plan is. But I don't know how that really changes the matchup against the Patriots tomorrow. Me personally, I've never been a fan of Brady. I was not a fan of him when he was with New England. I did always like Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay as a team, they are really good. I was happy for the city when they won a Super Bowl. They hadn't won one since I believe it was 2002, 2003, something like that. I was a small child during that time. Let's put it that way. So it was nice to see that city win another championship. But personally, I still don't like Brady. I will say this. He is a freak of nature. He is just, I don't want to see him play until he's 50. Definitely not. As a sports fan, you don't ever want to see people getting hurt. No, it looks like Tampa Bay is also taking a hit to their defense too, as JPP, who is a former Giant, has also been ruled out for the matchup against the Patriots. So, everybody that does fantasy football, you might want to take that into account. Let's see. Head coach Bruce Arians said that Gronk did make progress. However, pretty much for him to feel comfortable enough to start him. So it also looked like Gronk did not travel with the team to New England. So it sucks for the New England fans that wanted to see, both Brady and Gronk go up against the New England team. Especially those diehard New England fans that followed both Brady and Gronk while they were both still in New England. It does suck for that fan base, but, at the end of the day, these players got to do what's best for them and take care of their bodies, take care of their health. And as fans, we have to be able to understand that. Okay. So, I'm going to keep it with the NFL for right now. And it looks like the Bears have made their decision as to who is going to be quarterback for tomorrow's game against Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. For tomorrow's game against the Lions, the Bears are again going to go with Justin Fields because it looks like Dalton has been downgraded to doubtful due to a bone bruise on his knee. Personal opinion, they should have started Foles instead of Fields. I definitely think that while Fields is a very talented kid and he will definitely go far in his NFL career, I just don't think he was ready yet. I definitely think that the Bears caved to fan-based peer pressure and was like, okay, we are going to give you what you want, and sorry, Justin, but here you go. And I don't think that they prepared him as best as they could, and they basically threw him to the wolves, and I really hope that he does better this week against the Lions. But again, I don't agree with starting rookies right away because it can end up hurting them down the line of their careers. I mean, you look at last year, what happened with Joe Burrow. Thankfully, he was able to come back from that injury, and it didn't cost him his career. So, see what's going on with the NFL. Le'Veon Bell is set to make his debut with the with the Ravens when they play the Broncos tomorrow. Chase Claypool has been ruled out. Sorry, Steeler fans. Dude, what's up with the injuries? Like, this is bad. Like, something's going on. Oh, what did my husband reply with? Oh, looks like the Titans are also going to be without A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. And they will also be without Bud Dupree. Brown and Jones suffered hamstring injuries. Like, seriously, what is up with the injuries this season? I mean, we're only heading into week 4, right? Yeah, heading into week 4, or we already have week 4. Where is the flag on that play? Sorry. Still got the LSU game on. Apparently Auburn scored a touchdown and I missed it. Yeah, that should have been a flag for defensive pass interference because the defender never turned around and caused the receiver to not be able to make a play. But okay. So, let's see. I wonder if maybe I'll have to go to one of the actual games, look at the injuries, and then pull up the full injury report for the league. Cardinals have a bunch of people out going all the way back to August 25th. So as of right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. They have 10 people. The Falcons have 9. The Ravens probably have the most. Okay. Yikes. Sorry, Ravens fans, but Lamar still is listed as questionable for tomorrow's game. I mean, he kind of did it to himself. I feel like he was showboating with that flip that he did into the end zone that one day. Okay, so from the 17th of September until today, October 2nd, they have 17 people on the injury report. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They have 25 total people listed on their injury report, going all the way back until August 31st. That is insane. Buffalo with 8. Carolina with 11. Oh, Khalil Mack with the Bears is listed as questionable. And the Bears have 10 people. Okay. The Bengals have 12. Browns have 15 people. Dallas has 21. Denver has 25. Sheesh, Pete's. I have so many people, all these teams. It's like the lowest is like 7, and so far the most is like 25. It's ridiculous. It's just awful. And most of these injuries are going back to, preseason and training camp and hell, even OTAs. So, we actually had an entire off season this year. We had a preseason, and we're still, teams are still racking up the injuries. I was literally about to go through all 32 teams to see how many injuries each team has, but that's a little bizarre. I will probably put something in the description once the stream is over, so everybody can see the kind of injuries that have basically plagued the league. And it's not just one team, it's literally all 32 teams. There is not a single team that doesn't have at least, someone listed on here. And it's just ridiculous. I think maybe the Washington football team is probably the only team that has the least amount of players. So they have literally 6 people on the injury report. Let's see. Giants. We've got 2 questionables as of yesterday. Caden Smith with a knee. Tay Crowder with a hamstring. Slayton and Shepard are both listed as out. I'm going to have to check my fantasy squad now because that impacts me. So, let's see. But yeah, literally all 32 teams have somebody listed on the injury report. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's see. Back to college football. Okay. No, give me the schedule because, yeah, I'm pretty confident that Penn State will end up beating IU because it's still sitting at 21-0 with like less than 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. So not a lot of games left on. Less than a minute to halftime in the LSU Auburn game, and they are within field goal range. It's 7-13 with 35 seconds, and their quarterback just scrambled, and they tried to get him, and he almost got a first down. That was the most ridiculous quarterback scramble that I've ever seen in college. I mean, most days these college quarterbacks are runners. So that was kind of funny to see. It was almost like, oh my God, he's gonna get me! He's gonna get me! Run! So it was kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, time for some baseball talk, because the regular season technically ends tomorrow, and I'm just actually going to have to make a whole new video for that because reasons. So I'm going to wrap up here, and then in the description I will put how many injuries each NFL team is currently dealing with, and like the date range of when it starts until today's date. And yeah, so one last update before I sign off here. It's 3rd and 4 with less than 30 seconds before halftime. LSU 13, Auburn 7. So let's see what's gonna happen. Are they actually gonna go for the first down and try and extend the drive to go ahead at the half, or are they going to just settle for a field goal? Because they are well within field goal range now. All right. And the pass was thrown behind the receiver. It's 4th and 4. Does the kicking team come on? It looks like special teams is coming onto the field now, and the offense is leaving the field. How long of a field goal is this? Apparently, the Auburn kicker missed a 51-yarder earlier in the game. So this is a 49-yarder. And that one is right through the uprights. So 3-point game, 14 seconds to go. LSU is going to get the ball back. Yeah, not bad. 13 plays, 62 yards, little over 3 minutes to drive down the field like that and settle for a 49-yard field goal. I mean, that's not bad, considering, last week the Ravens kicker made a 66-yard field goal at 31 years old. Not a lot of people can do that. So, yeah. I'll be back later on with baseball playoffs, because I got some things to say about baseball. So, thanks for hanging with me tonight, guys. I'll be back later.